Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to St. Thomas. Doing a little test today. As you can see, we're in the Britten Norman Islander from Anguilla Air Services. Gonna fly over to an airport that I've actually flown to once, but it's been quite a while. And that is the airport of Auguste George, Captain Auguste George Airport on the British Virgin Island of Anegada. Excuse me, it's easy for me to say. I can't even speak right now with my allergies. But all right, we've got some air traffic control with us today on San Juan Center, so let's get going. External power supply on. Unfortunately, this is not the updated Islander yet. Very much looking forward to getting that, hopefully pretty soon. So, external power supply on, rotating beacon on. Mixtures are rich, props full forward, master and battery switches on. Avionics master switches on. Let's crack the throttles, make sure the parking brake is on, fuel valves are on, fuel pumps are on, magnetos are on. I didn't think my allergies were going to be this bad, but clearly they are. Alright, let's go. Port engine start. Oil pressure is good. Starboard engine is clear. Good start on that side as well. Oil pressure is good. Fuel pumps off. Fuel pressures are good. Nav and strobe lights on. Taxi lights on. Lean mixtures. Apparently my I switched back to DX11 just to see what it was like. And apparently I also switched, I turned my VSync off, which we'll see, I guess. 18.15. I'm going to put 122.8 in here for the back.
GPS 328 heavy radar contact, 15 miles northwest of San Juan. Flight heading 240, descend and maintain 3000 vector, ILS runway 10 approach, San Juan altimeter 2998.
Okay, I just coughed right in your ears.
GPS 328, flighting 240, and could you repeat the rest? Vector ILS runway 10 approach, descend and maintain 3000. ILS 10 and descend to 3000, GPS 328.
Here we are broadcasting up.
GPS 320 heavy, flighting 270. 270.
San Juan Center, Anguilla 264.
Anguilla 264, San Juan, go ahead.
Center, Anguilla 264 on the ground at St. Thomas. We are VFR to Anegada.
Anguilla 264. Flight heading 180, maintain VFR 3000, departure frequency 118.15, squawk 4535.
Let's see, 4535. Okay. Runway heading for 3,000 feet, and departure is with you, squawking 4535. And did you give me a heading for Anguilla 264?
Heading 180.
Heading 180 for Anguilla 264, and we are ready to taxi.
Anguilla 264 readback is correct. Runway 10 taxi via Foxtrot, Echo Alpha, cross runway 10 on Foxtrot.
Okay, taxi runway 10 via Foxtrot, Echo Alpha, cross runway 10 at Foxtrot for Anguilla 264. Okay, and you do have, I don't have my ForeFlight open because my subscription ran out and I'm too cheap to renew it. So there's some stuff to remember. So let's check our brakes. Brakes are working. Don't know why I'm not getting.
And Aquador 264. I'm sorry, I forgot to give you the altimeter. It's 2998.
2998 for Anguilla 264.
GPS 320 heavy, turn left heading 130. 130.
For some reason, I'm not getting my. I'm not getting the indication on the map here. The whatchamacallit.
961, expect vector ILS runway 10 approach.
ILS 10, JetBlue 961.
Okay, so here we are at Foxtrot. Just get a look around here. Definitely gonna hold short here with this guy. I think they're landing. I know in St. Martin they're landing runway 28, so they may be landing 28 here as well. Clearly they are. At least that guy is. One of the things about having live traffic on as well as VATSIM is that there is a possibility that you're going to have
November 1600, radio check with San Juan Center.
November 169 at San Juan Center, Region 5.
You're going to get some traffic that you're not going to see on. You get some traffic on some real world traffic that's not going to show up for the VATSIM controllers. Alright. 298, which is what we've got.
GPS 320 heavy, flatting 070, drone and localizer. 070, drone and localizer, 320 heavy.
So may as well show you the airport here. Got a really cool Payware airport. It's actually a really nice freeware version that's available as well. Some of the freeware stuff that's available on flightsim.to is every bit as good as Payware. I mean, I guess the only, people talk about Payware quality. I guess the only difference between Payware and freeware is whether they ask you to pay for it or not. But this is a really great airport, and I'm glad to support
GPS 328 heavy, turn right heading 130 to rejoin. 130 to join, UPS.
Yeah, I'm glad to support whoopsie. Glad not to go off the taxiway.
Yes, 328 heavy, I apologize for the inconvenience. It's fine.
Glad to support freeware and payware that are people that are down here doing work in the Caribbean, because making this area so much fun to fly in. So you know, I'm really happy. Alright, so coming up to the taxiway here.
November 169 requesting VFR clearance from San Juan to Saba.
This is the ILS critical line right here.
GPS 328 miles, I'm tuner clear, ILS 1010 approach. 10, GPS 328. November 169er, maintain VFR at 3000 until advised. Departure frequency with me, squawk 6010.
November 169, could you repeat that, please?
November 169er, maintain VFR at 3000 until advised. Departure with me, squawk 6010.
November 169, maintain VFR at 3000, departure frequency with you, squawk 6010.
Readback is correct, call for taxi, expect runway 8 on altimeter 2998.
2998 altimeter,
Wait,
so on.
sure what the deal is.
GPS 320 heavy wind 010 at 11 runway 10 clear to land.
Not quite sure what this guy's doing.
GPS 328 heavy, clear to land, 10.
Let's put in a notch of flaps. Let's go fuel pumps on. I'm gonna check real quick.
Triple 961 depart, sailor heading 190.
That scope and see if this is like another plane or if this is just
November 169, ready for taxi.
traffic. Looks like it's just
Triple 961 depart, sailor heading 190.
Heading 190 up to Sailor, JetBlue 961.
November 169er, runway 8, taxi via November Sierra.
November 169, runway 8, taxi via November and Sierra.
center Anguilla 264, holding short runway 10 at St. Thomas, ready for takeoff.
Anguilla 264, wind 290 at 9er, runway 10, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff runway 10, Anguilla 264. And it is definitely going to run over this taxiway light here, but whatever. I'm clear for takeoff, so make sure some props go forward. It's definitely a tailwind here. Tailwind takeoff. So let's put ourselves now on center line. Landing light is on.
Did you say altimeter 2998 or 2988?
Hitting the
29098.
2998,
coming in.
roger that.
Power is set. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed is alive. And we're rolling. God. It's southerly heading on takeoff here. Up. 3,000 feet. Turn our fuel pumps off. Pressure's looking just fine. And 1,500 or 3,000. This is where you call the controller and tell them your altitude, which reminds them that you're here. San Juan Center, Anegada 264, 2,300 to 3,000.
Anegada 264, radar contact, follow the shoreline eastbound.
Well, the shoreline is bound, Anegada 264. So that's,
GPS 320 heavy, turn right on Hotel Top of the ramp.
that's a little
Hotel
trick.
Top of the ramp, 320.
If,
November 169, on course departure approved, wind 01011, clip takeoff runway 8.
On course departure approved, runway 8, clip takeoff over 169. Thank you.
Diablo 961, descend and maintain 3000.
Center maintain 3,000,
It's a little
JetBlue
trick,
961.
if you are, if you're waiting to hear from the controller,
Sorry, JetBlue 961, confirm 3,000.
Affirm.
Roger.
and they're not talking to you, then the trick is what you do is you call them up and just give them your altitude and heading. Or if it's on a departure, you just give them your altitude climbing through, and that's your way of telling them, hey, remember me. So that's a good trick to know.
Anegada 264, proceed out to the airport.
Proceed on course, Anegada 264. So, Caribbean. This airplane is made to do exactly this type of flight. The water's looking pretty good. It'd be looking even better if I was flying in the general direction of my destination. So I was talking to my good friend Zarnell today, who is another flight simulation enthusiast, and we've actually talked about this before about
Angola 264, contact San Juan, approach 119.4.
119.4 for Angola 264.
November 169, San Juan, approach 119.4.
Can you repeat that, please?
San Juan, approach 119.4.
San Juan approach 119.4, November 169. Thank you and see ya.
See ya. Capital 9.
Delta 452, San Juan approach. Approach JetBlue 961, descending through 6,200 for 3,000, heading 190. JetBlue 961, San Juan approach. San Juan altimeter 29908, and clear direct Tanner, maintain 3,000. Clear direct Tanner, altimeter 29908, JetBlue 961.
San Juan approach, Anguilla 264, level 3,200.
Anguilla 264, San Juan approach, say, let's see, altimeter for you, 3000, say altitude requesting.
Altimeter 3000 and 3,000 is good for Anguilla 264.
Anguilla 264, maintain 3,000 and advise of any changes. Thanks.
We'll go Anguilla 264.
November 169 requesting clearance. Can I fly down at 1,000? I just want to be like right above the water.
November 169, or VFR altitude at your discretion, advise of any changes.
Roger that.
So,
JetBlue 961, cross Tanner at 3,000, cleared ILS, runway 10 approach. Cross Tanner at 3,000, cleared for the ILS, 10 approach, JetBlue 961.
got the pitot heat on, so we're going through a little bit of sea here. Some clouds.
Delta 452, do you copy? Delta 452, copy.
Yeah, kind of a mucky day up here today. clouds look really good for the most part. This would be legally via IFR, by the way. And I don't have distance from clouds or visibility requirements for VFR. But that's alright. Let me get a little look-see here at TUPA. Elevation 14 feet. 11927. Some of the weather changes have been really good. I mean, I think the clouds look a whole lot better.
Triple 961, wind 010 at 11, runway 10, clear to land. Clear to land, runway 10, Triple 961.
This is my first flight in DX11 in quite a while. Overall, I think it looks pretty good. Performance seems decent. Let's say that runway length was. By the way, I think Navigraph charts is pretty much the best deal going in flight simulation. It's incredible that you can get worldwide jump charts. 3,000 at 27.3 feet. Worldwide jump charts are $9 a month. I mean, you can't argue with that. I mean, I've heard some people saying, oh, I want to get free charts. How do I get free charts? You know what? I would pony up for, because it's not only the charts that you get with Navigraph, it's all the underlying data as well. The waypoint data. So you're, depending on what you're flying, all the waypoints and your GPSs will be correct. All your flight management systems will have all the correct data. Some of the Microsoft data. Microsoft doesn't do too bad a job really, but some of the data is corrupt or old or so anyway, this is an island, Anegada, I'm sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. Which looks like one of those places where time stood still, which is kind of the Caribbean that I'm interested in. Going to Guadeloupe in real life in a couple of weeks, and I'm really looking forward to might go out to Marie Galante, which is one of the islands off the southern coast of Guadeloupe, and supposedly it's pretty rustic and like the Caribbean was, or like Guadeloupe was 50 years ago. And boy, would I love being able to see the Caribbean from years ago. It'd be so cool. I actually gave the seed for an idea that some people on Microsoft Flight Simulator forums took and ran with. And that idea was that because you can recreate, or you can make airports and scenery, I thought, why not? And actually, somebody did make some scenery down in Trinidad, the air bases from World War II, U.S. air bases from World War II, and it got me to thinking, like, why couldn't you take? Why couldn't you then?
JetBlue 961, welcome to San Juan. Taxi departing via Hotel Lima, November.
Why couldn't you go and recreate all the old airports in the Caribbean, like the airports like they were 50 years ago or 60 years ago?
JetBlue 961, taxi departing via Hotel then.
And nobody took me up on the idea, but somebody did take that idea and say, hey, well, what we could do is do the old mail routes like they flew in the 1930s in the U.S. And so they went and they recreated the mail routes, which is really pretty darn cool. That's a project you can find. I'm sure it's on FlightSim.to, but it was originally kind of batted around on the Microsoft Flight Simulator forums, which I have since been thrown out of. Kind of like my badge of honor. San Juan approach, Anguilla 264, going to start a VFR departure here into Anegada.
Anguilla 264, frequency change approved, radar service terminated, have a good flight.
It's change approved, and thanks a lot for your help today, have a great day.
Okay.
And I actually told him I was going to begin a VFR departure, which of course what I meant was a VFR descent. Anegada traffic, Anguilla 264 is 7 miles to the west inbound lane 9er Anegada. And actually, I'm just going to leave my squawk code. Actually, I think it's going to be, I'm going to land runway, excuse me, runway 27. I just don't trust landing. The wind is 290 over at St. Thomas, for no reason to think it is similar, at least here. Anegada traffic, Anguilla 264. Actually going to enter a left downwind for runway 27 Anegada. And speaking of FlightSim.to, this airport here that we are flying into is a free download from FlightSim.to. don't know if we've got a windsock here. Fuel pumps on. Power here. Flaps. Keep an eye on that nose. Yeah, I don't see a fuel sock. Or a fuel sock, a wind sock. Okay, so we've got that second notch in. Beautiful island here. Anegada traffic in Willie 264 turning 2 mile left base runway 27 Anegada. I've definitely got some altitude to lose here. Anegada traffic in Blue 264 turning in 2 mile final runway 27 Anegada. Mixtures and props moving forward. Anegada traffic, Blue 264 short final runway 27 Anegada. Okay, that wasn't the greatest landing of all time. Came in kind of hot there, it was too high. Windsock's dead, doesn't make much difference. This airplane can land in either direction. So this should be pretty cool. This looks like a little kind of shack that they built here. Which is probably pretty reminiscent of what's actually here. And I got a traffic angle at 264s, clear the runway and got it. Okay, this is cool. Check this out. Alright, fuel pumps off. Let's go flaps up. Mixtures are lean. Yeah, not the greatest landing in the world, but you know what? So be it. Mixtures to idle cutoff. Throttles are idle. Let's go avionics master off. Turn all of our lights off. Mags off. Master switches off. Let's put the parking brake on. Let's open up our doors. Let the people free. Let's see, pitot heat can come off. And check this out. How cool is this? Little airport here. Let's have a quick look around. And it's so cool that people are doing these little airports. You know, how cool is that, right? Huh. Hamburg, look at that. I lived in Hamburg. Sydney, Rome. That's really pretty neat. See, this is my kind of Caribbean. Open doors. You know, small kind of buildings. The way it used to be, you know, I think this is pretty cool as far as the little airport goes. It's a pretty cool island. I mean, there's a hotel out here. I've actually looked about coming out here. I don't know that that's ever gonna happen, but thought worth having, right? Cool little building. Whoopsie daisy. As you can tell, my camera skills here aren't the best, but really cool little airport. I'll put the link in the description for you. If you want to fly out to a more remote little airport in the Caribbean, I mean, heck, you know, you could certainly do worse than this. So come check it out. And as far as performance, I mean, DX11 seemed okay. The VSync was turned off, which I didn't intend to have off. Some stuttering. My GPU is at 100% the entire time, which it usually isn't because of VSync, I'm sure. But, you know, overall performance was alright. So, anyway, hope everybody enjoyed the flight.